Well, hi there, it's Corinne Wilhelm, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit on Bite-Sized English today about the power of puzzles. Now, those of you that know me will know that I like to put my students through their paces a little bit, and okay, at the beginning I'm very friendly and encouraging and, kind of encouraging people to talk and to feel comfortable. But once I know that my students are up and running, I like to give them a few puzzles and things like that. So when I saw this today, I thought I have to share this. Okay, so actually I'll start with this. Today is Puzzle Day. How cool is that? So I love this site. It's called daysoftheyear.com, and you can always find out what is happening. And I was drawn, somebody reminded me about this. They used it in an advertising concept. But I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm just going to talk to you about why I use puzzles. Now, I find that when we talk about grammar, it can get really complex. And I think actually learning a language doesn't have to be that complicated. And the bottom line is when you're speaking, you don't have time to think about the rules of grammar, right? So you need to find a way to kind of absorb the rules, if you like, without actually learning them. Now, I know that sounds like a bit of a cheat, but hey, we cheat with so many different things. We look up things when we need to know them, and so on and so forth. Now, I try and teach my grammar a bit like this puzzle here. So I'll start with the subject, verb, object, for example, and then I'll kind of take this part, which might be the adjective, and plonk it in the right place. Then this might be the adverb, then we'll put that in the right place. And then we'll practice saying it in order, yeah? Just to give you an example, okay? So I love puzzles. And the reason why is because I like to get people's brains working. It wakes them up. It makes them more alert. And it's more fun, right? But the great thing about real puzzles like this, as opposed to online puzzles, is you actually get to touch the pieces. And that's why I use a lot of cards. Anybody that has learned English with me, either online or face-to-face in a corporate environment, or even on my walk and talk, I even have cards for my walk and talk, then you will know that I love puzzles and cards. Now, the very fact that you are touching the card just exposes your brain to more information, to more inspiration, and makes it stick. So if, like me, you are interested in the neurology or the neuroscience of the brain and whether maybe puzzles are worth doing or not, there's a lot of hype at the moment about how older people should be doing puzzles to activate their brain, to keep things like, to keep them, ticking over so that they're not having cognition problems later on, okay? So with things like Alzheimer and things like that. Now, it's a little bit debated, but if you're interested in this, then this article is taken from, Psychology Today, and it's an article by Marcel Danesi. I thought it was a very interesting read. It's not too difficult to read. Neuroscience people tend to talk like they've got something wrong with their tongue, but this is a normal kind of written thing. And sorry about the adverts, can't do anything about that. But it's not too long, and you don't have to read it all in one go. But if you want to find out more about that, this guy, I like him a lot. I quite often read about him. So that's my little piece about puzzles and why I use puzzles and cards in my teaching. So that's it for today. It's Corinne Wilhelm from Bite-Sized English, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Goodbye for now.